Okay, hello everyone. Back again for day two, another day of action here in Trinity College Dublin. This will be the first day of action I'll be doing solo, but yeah, I guess we don't have the luxury of making excuses, and it's certainly our civic duty to act proportionately and peacefully. So we'll be trespassing again and hopefully having some communication with the university, asking them to stop participating in the climate and ecological genocide of their own students and of hundreds of millions of people around Earth also, and countless other animals. Peaceful civil disobedience is our last chance while we're trapped under the dominion of a system that is systematically destroying life on Earth. By design, it necessitates climate violences, ecological violences, social violences, economic violences and racial violences. It's fundamentally incompatible with a stable future. The system isn't going to change itself. It's going to have to change from the bottom up in a peaceful manner. Trinity knew the truth. They've known it for a long time, yet they have deceived their students, they've deceived their citizenry. In this last moment, possibly in human history, in our last possible chance, they might as well now finally act in honour, act proportionately, because peaceful civil disobedience is our only chance. So let's see how it goes. So yeah, just about to jump over the gates again here and get cracking in a peaceful manner again. I guess if we don't get to the end point, it's less material. The point is that we keep showing with our bodies our persistence and our unwillingness to break or bend, by holding firm to the truth and keep going to prison, standing for the truth. That's the aim of the game. Here we go. Just going to put my phone in my pocket as I climb over. 1 second. Okay, sorry, I'll just take off my mask. So yeah, made it in. That's something. And just on COVID as well. Unfortunately, I wish it were different. We don't really have the luxury of cocooning at home. Of course, do everything we can to protect the immunocompromised, but we have to protect the immunocompromised from climate and ecological genocide also. And unfortunately, while we cocoon, industrial civilization effectively continues to pour petrol on our burning homes. It must be brought to rest by people power, feet in the streets. Unfortunately, as the climate and ecological emergency is a threat multiplier, we're going to have to get used to having to deal with multiple and increasingly plentiful and increasingly unwieldy emergencies simultaneously. Therefore, the sooner we act, the sooner we stop this madness, the better. We need system change. We need to bring the system to peaceful rest across the world simultaneously. If the universities of the world could only muster up the decency to act upon the truth that they know is real, the truth that they've known for a long, long time, we could have peaceful, practical, positive and powerful change within a short period of time. And let's be clear, there are alternatives. It's not for me to say which one, or it's not for any one person to say which one it should be. That should be decided democratically by Citizens' Assembly. But common sense tells us, and common courtesy tells us, that it can't be this. The system can't functionally do what we need it to do. We need to thoroughly and rapidly heal the environment and the planet in general. The system necessitates its destruction. It's quite simple, really. Okay. Yeah, I just heard a security guard. I think they might be onto me, but yeah, this is expected. If I get thrown out, I get thrown out. You go back again peacefully to try and bring about peaceful change. Yeah, a little bit nervous, but I guess civil disobedience is nerve-wracking anyway. But again, doesn't mean we don't have the duty to do it. Doesn't mean we don't have the luxury of alternative options. So yeah. Hello, how are you? Sorry, my name is Ronan Browne.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Hello? Okay, Grant, okay. Hi. Yeah.
Hi, yeah, no worries. Yeah, sorry, I leave the mask on while I speak. So yeah, I'm here in peaceful protest against the university for its inaction on the climate emergency. So I'm here to stage a peaceful sit-in. I'll just give you a letter here. The letter just basically says that I'll be peaceful and respectful throughout, and I'll leave peacefully when the guards come to arrest me. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to sit here peacefully now and let you get back to your work. Yeah.
Okay, you're not, well...
Yeah, okay. So, yeah.
Okay, we'll have to call security then, because
Yep.
you're not allowed to sit in the office.
Yep, that's okay. Thank you. I'm just recording myself for my security and yours. I'm here in a peaceful protest.
That's fine, but just due to health and safety, can I ask you to take a protest outside the building? Because you're in an office here with people working.
Yeah, I'll sit in the corner. I'll face into the corner.
No, I'd ask you, I'd not actually ask you to leave.
Yeah,
You're breaching all the COVID regulations on campus.
I appreciate that, so I'm terribly sorry, and I'd really rather not be here today. I'm here calling on the university to take a peaceful and powerful stand on the climate and ecological emergency.
Okay.
They've known the truth for 30 to 40 years.
What's your first name?
Ronan Browne is my name. Nice to meet you, Eugene. So I've reached out to the provost a number of times over the last 8 months, and we've really tried. We've exhausted the alternatives. Hello, sir. We've exhausted the alternatives, and we're obviously in an emergency to end all emergencies here. Now the time is incredibly short. In fact, we mightn't have any time now. We've pushed things so late. If humanity, sorry, yeah, I'll just let you. Sorry, Eugene. Yeah, if humanity is going to have any chance realistically, there's going to have to be a peaceful resistance across Earth. And
Look, I agree with all your points there totally, but you see it from my point of view. This is a working office.
Yeah, of course.
Ladies,
I know, I understand.
I know your protest not directed at them.
No.
But just with the current climate of COVID, can you just work with me? And I'll just even if you just move outside.
Yeah, I can't really do that, unfortunately.
See, the only other option is then the guards are going to be called.
Yeah,
I don't want that.
I know. Well, look, I know, but I guess it wouldn't be much of a protest if I didn't.
I understand what you're doing, but it's just the whole safety aspect.
Yeah.
You know, and I
100%, yeah.
So do you see where I'm coming from?
I really do, Eugene. Yeah.
And I don't want to come down on you.
No, I know you're not. You're being very reasonable. In fairness,
it's just,
the
can you work with me a little bit on this, please?
if you just allow me to explain. So, unfortunately, 100% respect the virus is real, and we need to take extra precautions. And I'll keep myself in the corner here, tucked away. But unfortunately, the climate and ecological emergency is a threat multiplier. So what that means is we're going to have to get used to dealing with multiple emergencies simultaneously, and an increasing number of emergencies and increasingly unwieldy emergencies simultaneously. That means, tragically, we don't have the luxury of sitting at home or cocooning while industrial civilization continues to...
I hear you, but do you hear what I'm saying?
I really do, yeah.
These ladies have families and stuff.
I know, sir.
They're actually just coming and doing a job.
I know, sir, but...
And it's just, like, I know you want to protest, and like you have every right to protest.
Yeah.
But I'm just asking you, can you just move your protest a little bit, please?
I can't do that, sir. I have to speak to the provost.
The provost isn't here at the moment.
Okay, well, I'll wait overnight if I need to.
You see, that's not going to happen. You're just going to be arrested out here by the guards.
Yeah, no,
Trespassing.
if needs be, I'm okay with that. I need to speak to him. He needs to make a stand.
But look, why not make an appointment to talk to him?
Sir, respectfully, Eugene, I've tried that for the last 10 months, and this is a race against time. I've really given the provost every opportunity. About 8 months ago, I had the European Students' Union about to help us with a week of emergency education to prepare the students for reality across Europe. It could have been incredibly powerful. I had all these academics from around the world ready to speak at it. Sorry, I was doing a master's in education here at the time. I had all these amazing speakers ready, and the response was, well, I actually didn't even get a response. No, I'm not a student at the moment. I've taken emergency leave once I woke up to the true scale and urgency of the emergencies. But sorry, just back to that week of emergency education I was organising with the students, or the European Students' Union. I didn't even get a response from the provost. I only heard indirectly that he said it wasn't practical. But surely in an emergency like this, it's not about what's practical, it's about what's necessary. And realistically, there is nothing unpractical about or impractical about asking the students to set aside a week to engage with emergency education, to prepare them for reality, because they're being, excuse the language, but they're being sent up shit creek without any meaningful paddle. I don't mean to condescend. I don't know how familiar you are with how bad it is. But if you are, you'll understand that we're sending them into a world of horrors beyond our worst nightmares. Realistically, the more you study it, the more you, I guess, have the luxury of time to study it as well. The more you realise that is what the privilege of time and space, and the privilege of education. But Albert Einstein once said, "Those with the privilege to know have the duty to act." If there was if there was an atomic bomb about to go off in the university, you'd expect a nuclear physicist to be banging on the doors of the management, saying,
"Listen, look."
Yeah, I'm conscious not to go on.
No, that's the only other thing now, and I've been very.
No,
very
I know.
And it's the last thing I want to do, but. I'm asking you again. Will you walk out the door with me?
I'm sorry, Eugene. I can't do that. There's too many lives at risk, and the inaction is too grave.
Like I spoke to you about the lives at risk in this room here. Like
yeah, I know.
By me being here and by you being here.
100%.
Like so. Has to start small. Has to start small.
Yeah, well,
so,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So this is a small little step. So I'm just asking you, will you just please stand up and walk out with me now?
Eugene, I can't do that when there's hundreds of millions of lives at risk, unfortunately. I'm terribly sorry. I know you're doing your job.
I'm sorry about this. So look, I'm going to have to escort you off campus now, okay? And I'm not taking any gratitude out of it, okay? The next step is, if you do come back onto campus again, the guards will be called and you will be arrested, okay? I just want
I understand. You're just doing your job. I know.
Okay, can I give you a hand up? Will you walk up?
No, I'm going to stay put.
Well, we're going to have to phically remove you from campus. And I don't really want to do that. No.
Yeah,
you're a good guy, so will you please?
I understand.
It's not going to gain anything by you struggling with me and my.
No, I would. Yeah, I know. As I wrote in the letter, there'll be no physical struggle.
Well, I don't want that.
No,
so can I just put my arm here on you and the two of us just walk out together and we can talk the whole way out? I'd like that. I'd like to talk to you more on the way out.
I really respect where you're coming from, but I'm not going to do that, Eugene. I'm going to stay here peacefully.
You can't stay here, and I'm sorry. We're going to have to move you on now. So I'm just asking, like, I can move you on very easily. You and me just walking out and having a chat, and we can discuss options and stuff like that on the way out if you want. If you just want to get up and walk with me now, and I prefer that.
I know,
And I'm sure you prefer that too. Like I said, you seem like a good guy, and I'm enjoying your conversation.
You too.
And I see your passion in it.
Yeah, well,
But you just can't stay here.
Unfortunately, Eugene, I'm going to stay. If you'd like the guards to remove me.
No, we're going to remove you, okay? And the guards will be waiting us outside the campus. Okay, this is private property, okay? So we have the rights.
Thank you. What's your name?
Ronan.
Ronan, how are you?
Sorry, the security guards are just escorting me out. They've all been very friendly and reasonable. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's the point of the protest. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Provost. Provost, will you mobilise the university in civil disobedience? Your students are at risk.
Ronan.
Okay,
Yep.
Ronan.
Hello.
Hang on, Dad.
Listen, Ronan, thanks a million.
Thanks
for
for
your
keeping it
cooperation.
easy, yeah?
No worries. Yeah, no, I appreciate you doing your job, but yeah, I can't.
No, thank you. No, and like I said, I admire your passion and your drive. So.
Yeah.
Is it far to go home, Ronan?
No. No.
You all set for Christmas?
Yeah, well, I guess I'd like to keep it simple. Yeah. But yeah.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, you too, sir. You have a nice Christmas as well.
And you,
Yeah.
Ronan. Look after yourself.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Yeah, take care. You too.
See you now.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
Ronan. Safe home.
Take care.
All right, bye-bye now.
Okay, so yeah, the security guards were about to lift me up. Okay, yes, so the security guards were about to pick me up and leave. And I guess when it gets to that point, or sorry, when you know they're literally about to physically pick you up, you might as well walk out in a dignified fashion. But you keep coming back, you keep coming back, you keep coming back until they send you to prison. And prison is the point. Prison is our duty. That's the theory of social change. Rapid and positive social change goes. You need to be willing to risk something, or we're going to lose everything in a horrible fashion. We saw the provost, the senior management of the university, Patrick Prendergast, walking into the office at the end. He wasn't able to look me in the eye. I asked him to mobilise the university in civil disobedience. Provost has delayed over 10 months now in the middle of an emergency to end all emergencies. Their complacency is complicity in the greatest of crimes ever committed. At some point, people in positions of power like that are going to have to make a stand. His students are in terrible risk. All the children of Earth, of all ages, human and non-human, are in terrible risk because people like that are too cowardly or too self-interested to to do what's necessary. Trinity remains institutionally silent on this on this emergency to end all emergencies. And if the universities of the world don't take a stand, it's game over. Simple as, in a horrible way, for hundreds of millions, quite probably billions of innocent and defenseless people all around the world, and non-humans. Time to stand up, university students, as if your lives depended on it, because they do. And lecturers as well. The lecturers of this university, and I'm sure countless others, are paid with the tax revenues of climate and ecologically genocidal business, which is most business in one way or another. The system cannot functionally do what we need it to do. The universities of the world have betrayed humanity in failing to act proportionately, and to this point, realistically, a number of the managers of universities here and around the world are going to end up in The Hague for crimes against humanity, the most profound and heinous crimes against humanity in human history. And just as with the Nuremberg trials, the "I was following orders" argument didn't stand up in a court of law, nor would any argument such as "I was just following the wants of an economic ideology." An economic ideology is no more ample an excuse for the murder of hundreds of millions of people than a religious ideology, or any other for that matter. And let's be clear, murder by the accumulation of a slow-acting poison in greenhouse gases is still murder. The universities of the world will mobilise in peaceful civil disobedience. The universities of the world will mobilise peace to mark the beginning of World Peace I, as we finally bring to rest this economic madness, destroying everything we love and everyone. It doesn't have to be this way. It never had to be this way. Given what's coming regardless, the lecturers might as well go to prison, finally, in an act of honour. And when they do, when the greater public mobilises and the greater university population and college population, student, staff and alumni mobilise in peaceful civil disobedience and proportionate peaceful civil disobedience, we will have more than enough people to make the peaceful and powerful stand necessary to overcome this madness currently prevailing in our world, and alterably prevailing. Rambling a bit, gonna sign off here now. See you soon for more. Time to mobilise peace, increase the peace. World Peace I, here we come.